Hello ladies and gentlemen, Green here and welcome to Injustice 2 Mobile News. For those of you new to the series, this is where we talk about the chests that are in the store, the arena season, and the challenges, and we basically talk about what's worth your money, your gems, and your time. So if you enjoy this, if you find this helpful, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that bell button so you don't miss a future episode. And with all that being said, let's get into it. First up, the Arena Season character. The Arena Season character is going to be Batman Ninja Joker. Let's start by taking a look at his passive. His passive is going to revive your team 2 times if they get knocked out, if the enemy team has a Batman hero. This is going to work for you only in... I think it also works in soul raids when you're fighting Batman characters in soul raids, because we do have 2 Batman bosses, but nevertheless it's going to be something very specific that you can use at your advantage in Arena NCA. So overall, this is a pretty decent passive to have, I guess, but at the end of the day it's not something that will define this character, and it's not something that if you would subtract this character would be any less good. Next up, poison gas is going to be pretty much pointless. It's going to throw some poison gas, disabling their fast attacks. It's going to be a very specific debuff that's not going to do much for you. And acid flower is going to deal damage to tagged out opponents if they are already hit by the poison gas. And the poking around is only going to do some damage, nothing more than that. And by looking at those things, you might be like, well, Sigvald, we have a terrible character over here. But you forget about 2 things. He's a Batman Ninja character, and at the same time, he's got a 4 energy cost special tree that deals a ton of damage. And it can be kind of changed sometimes into a continuous combo. So, how do you use this character? As a damage dealer. Usually use him as a replacement for Batman Catwoman if you don't have her gears, and in some of the fights he might actually perform better than Batman Catwoman. Overall, Batman Catwoman will be the better choice as a damage dealer for the Batman team, but Batman Joker is going to be definitely a second best choice, and a pretty decent budget damage dealer if you're starting out the game and you need a little bit of a punching power in Arena NCA. So yeah, with all that being said, definitely do farm this season for Batman Joker, a good character, though don't go out of your way to refresh with gems because he's not worth that much. But he's good, and it shouldn't be a hard arena season. So yeah, with all that being said, let's move on to the challenge. The challenge is going to be about Blue Beetle, and yes, I have finally unlocked him. Like, at this point I have nothing to spend my arena credits on, so I unlocked him anyway. And this is the advice I give you too. If you want Blue Beetle, just unlock him with the arena credits if you already got Classic Batman, John Stewart, Green Lantern, and Raiden. If not, then don't unlock him at all, but if you do have those 3, then you can unlock him with the arena credits, since it's pretty much worthless at that point. He's not going to be a great character, he's not going to be a character you need, and he's not going to be a character that I recommend wasting energy on, but you could unlock him with arena points from the arena store, but don't waste energy on him. Oh yeah, and we also got this thing, being the Brainiac challenge. Oh, I haven't done mine today. So Brainiac is going to be a character that's going to be very good at one thing and terrible at anything else. He's going to be a great support for legendary characters. He's going to be a must-have character if you're using Black Manta, because he's a great support for Black Manta. Especially a good support for Black Manta, but other than that, if you don't have another legendary character, he's not going to do much. But you should still farm as much of him as you can, because you'll eventually kind of need to have the Black Manta team, and it's good to have Brainiac as well at that point to complement Black Manta. But what I do is I don't really farm the first difficulty. Like with the second, let's say I'm okay with 20 energy for 2 Brainiac shards, but with the first difficulty I just can't be okay for 20 energy for 1 Brainiac shard, so that's just a personal preference, you do it however you want. It's a character you will eventually need, not a character to go crazy for, not a character to gem refresh for, but a character that you'll eventually need. But don't expect him to be an amazing character just because he's a legendary, okay? Now let's move on to the store section. Now getting into the store section, this one is a scam. It's totally a scam. This chest has chances for Brainiac shards, you can get his shards from the challenge, and this chest has chances for Brainiac gear, you can get his gears from the challenge. And Brainiac shards, when it says Brainiac shards, it's going to be 20 Brainiac shards most likely. It's quite annoying that they don't say the amount, but I can assure that for the most part it's going to be 20. So yeah, overall this chest is a bad buy, so stay away from it. You'd have no reason to buy that. With Batman Jaguar Growth, this is going to be the way you should get his gears if you're a free-to-play player, but it's going to be much less of a headache to just pay the 10 bucks and get them from the special offers. Because you might end up spending up to 20k on this or 30k to get all the gears, since it's just going to be a 15% chance to get the gear, and you can also get duplicates. And the thing that I really want to establish is the fact that Batman and Jaguar Lagrod is not a character that you'll unlock from here, because it says 8% chance for Batman Jaguar Lagrod shards, and when a new player is going to see this, he's going to be like, oh my god, I'm going to unlock my Batman Jaguar Lagrod. No. It's going to give you 20 or 40 shards. It needs 450 shards to be unlocked. That 8% chance for a legendary character, as they make it look, it's very deceiving and it's untrue. Next up, the League of Anarchy chest. You need those guys to farm the Multiverse challenge, you need those guys to farm the Batman Ninja challenges, and they're going to perform amazing in Arena NCAA. And over here we got around a 2% chance to get each and every one of them. So Entangling Poison Ivy is going to be the best drop from here, because she's going to do both with either of them, either with Last of the Joker or with Hybrid Harley Quinn. Hybrid Harley Quinn is also going to be a good drop from here, since it's going to take you a long time to make her work, because she needs Arkham Knight Batman and the Entangling Poison Ivy to work properly, but she's a great character. And Last of the Joker is also a great character, but I actually consider him a bad drop over here, because you're really looking for Entangling Poison Ivy or Heartbreak Harley Quinn. If you get Last of the Joker, it's still a failure in my opinion, because his shards drop from raids. And it will take a lot of time, but you'll eventually be able to unlock him through raid drops. So you don't really need to buy this chest for him. You're buying this chest for Heartbreak Harley Quinn and Entangling Poison Ivy. And they are great characters and they will perform amazingly for you, but keep in mind that it's a very low chance to unlock them, and even if you manage to unlock them, they are going to be just 3 stars, and they are not going to have gears, and you'll most likely find yourself having to buy the special offers for the gears in case you haven't gotten them from raid drops. Harley Quinn, I think they drop only from tier 7 and above, and Last of the Joker and Entangling Poison Ivy in theory drop from also tier 6 and below, but I have never gotten an Entangling Poison Ivy gear drop on the 6 months old account, so I don't know about that one. Let's move on to the special offers a little bit. Don't get this. He is not worth the bundle. Like, this bundle is good if it has an Entangling Poison Ivy in it, if it has a Heartbreaker Harley Quinn in it, but this character is not worth your money. Also, don't get any of those gears. The Batman Ninja Batman and Batman Ninja Joker ones are going to be in the Arena store, and the Arkham Knight Batman one you don't need it, because Arkham Knight Batman comes with gears when you unlock him from the achievements. Arkham Knight Batman is a good buy. As a legendary character, he also comes with the gears, so if you're planning to go out of your way to buy a legendary character with 100 bucks, it might as well be Arkham Knight Batman. There are much worse things to spend money on when it comes to legendary characters, and he's a good buy. I would suggest Black Manta still, but you can get Arkham Knight Batman too. Also, don't buy this guy, you'll eventually unlock him from the arena season, since he does not have a hard arena season. He does not have the... He's not like the best character in the world, and you also get his gears from the arena store, so gears over here are not needed, so don't buy that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, dislike if you dislike it, maybe hit that bell button, and I'll see you all in the next one.